Hey guys, it's Michelle again, and I'm here. I'm going to show you guys how I would typically shade multiple values using Prismacolor supplies, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start sketching using a mechanical pencil. You may ask, why on earth are you using a mechanical pencil when you clearly have two wooden pencils right next to you? And my answer to that would probably be because it's just really easy to hold the mechanical pencil really lightly to get a really light loose sketch. Nothing too dark gets done on the paper. And I really like leaving a light sketch before I go in with color. That's just how I do things. And anyone that knows me knows I love to draw food, and in particular I love to draw desserts. So it was a no-brainer for me to show you guys how I like to shade by using the icing on a cupcake. And I'm just going to go ahead and complete that sketch. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Prismacolor markers. It's just the base set. And these colors are very, very pigmented, but I find that they're really good for just leaving down a really good base color for you to then go over with the Prismacolor colored pencils. So I'm just picking out like some rosy colors since I'm going to go with the pink frosting. And I'm just picking out the pinks, the burgundies out of the set that I can use, and the red of course, that I can use to layer down the colors. So basically when you're shading something like this, the icing is arranged in a very spherical shape. So it depends on how your lighting is, but my lighting coming from kind of sort of the rightish side and more towards the center though, I'm going to be shading the two farthest corners of the sphere, the icing, meaning that. And I'm just going to be shading those the darkest, and then the lightest value is going to be where your light value is coming from. It needs to be pointed in that direction. And you want to make sure that all the parts of the icing match up with the light value, the light source, or else it's going to be looking kind of, not so pleasing to the eye. You also want to note that as the shape of the icing is changing, like I have kind of the same two shapes going on for the two bottom parts of the icing, but it definitely changes up at the top. You want to make sure that the way the light is bending, that it's not going to be the same as the two bottom ones. It's going to look something a little different, and you want to just make sure that you're bending it in a way that makes sense. Because I didn't actually have a cupcake in front of me, I was just kind of having to create something off my mind, off the spot, and you just want it to look believable. And just think about it, like there's not going to be light behind the very top curve of the icing, because how would light reach there when it's being blocked by an entire little figure in front of it? Just think about it. You want it to look logical if that's what you're going for, a kind of realistic piece. And it just helps a lot to have correct light sources, to have correct shading. Okay guys, and now I'm just, as you can see, I've been blocking out the darkest areas of the icing, and I'm going to be leaving white spots for the very lightest areas where I have light hitting the actual icing. And so now that I'm done blocking out those darkest areas, I'm going to grab the Prismacolor colored pencil. I have the 72 set, and I'm just grabbing some pinks, purples, any kind of shit, well, of course the black and white. Everyone needs a black and a white, and any kind of shade that I need that I think will work for, and just adding something more to the cupcake. I'm going in with the shade that I felt most matched the colors I already had down, and I'm just trying to blend it into the white, blend it into the sheen. Of course there's not going to be that much just plain white on the cupcake. It is icing, it's not something that is like very, very shiny, so there's not going to be that much plain white. So I'm putting down like a little bit of pink, and I'm going in just lightly, not even pushing down hard. Then I'm going to go back in with the white, blending it all out to make it look smooth, like icing is smooth. And now I am continuing. I'm just going to go in with a darker kind of plum purple. I think it's so important to have some color variation to make sure that you're not just using one plain flat color, because if you're trying to do a three-dimensional object, it's not just going to be one flat plane. It has, multiple dimensions, and it's going to have more than one color on it. So I think it's important to do that as well. So as you can see, it's just really a process about patience and just continuing to layer and layer and layer until you're getting the kind of results that you want to see. The thing I love about Prismas is that it's so easy to blend, to just combine colors and get the kind of colors that you want to see, and just kind of do your own thing and work with what you have. Y'all, right here is where my white pencil it's already struggling enough, and it just, snapped. That's gotta be the worst feeling. But we've come to the conclusion of the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more of these, and thank you so much for watching.